Hello, my name's Helen and I'm here on our channel at Move Like Never Before. Welcome to your back care class. This is the first one in our series. There's a lot more to come for you. So start with this one. Do it more than once. Do it till you start to feel some ease and some relief, and then move on to the strengthening one. So this is just your start. And you're going to work with a towel or a ball. If you've got a towel, it's going to be a hand towel, and you're just going to fold it in half and then make like a triangle from it to use for feedback. Or if you've got one of our balls, great, you can get these on our Amazon shop or on our MoveFlow website at moveflow.com. Please check with your practitioner or doctor before you take part in any of these exercise programs to make sure they're right and they're ready for you right now to start. So here is the ball, and we're going to start by sitting on the ball or sitting on your towel. So let's get it on. So you can be on the floor like myself, or you can be sat on a chair or up on the sofa, anywhere where you're comfy. And you've got the ball underneath you, and then you want to feel that your feet are grounded into the floor. Hand on the chest, hand on the lower abdominals, and you're going to breathe. So breathing in and breathing out. Setting your intentions for the class right now as you breathe in and breathe out, which are to listen into your body. To know that you're going to work and adapt for you today. When you've had enough, you rest. You come back to the video when you feel that you're ready to start again. As you breathe in, feel the chest and the abdominals rise. As you breathe out, feel them soften away. And again, breathing in. Breathing out. Feeling that your diaphragm can move down the body as you breathe. And then place the hands for support. Keep the breath present. So by that I mean just really notice that you're not holding your breath. As you breathe out, just let your sit bones come underneath, and as you breathe in, sit back upon them. So breathe out and breathe in. So just feel a little bit of movement in your spine. And then you're going to go from side to side. Let one sit bone just drop off the side of the ball, and then the other way. Just delaying the lifting of the hip. So it's small and controlled, and it's just teasing movement out, nothing big. Moving in and out. And then see if you could circle, I'm going to hear my squeaky ball, around. So with the ball, I've taken out quite a bit of air. You don't want it fully pumped up. I like to work with the balls in this way, and then come and take the ball away and just notice how that is. If you're starting out and you're in pain, you need even less than this in. So you might want to remove the stopper and have even this next bit less feedback. So this just pulls out and you just squeeze the ball. So go ahead, when you're sat on your sofa or on your chair, and I'm going to place it between my shoulder blades here. And again, just sit however you're comfortable. If you're sat on the chair, have your feet firmly on the floor, and just notice the ball supporting you in your back. And again, you're just going to breathe into the ball. You're going to give yourself a hug here, reaching around, just wherever you can reach to. And send the breath into the back of the body. Now, this might be a new concept for you. You might not have tried this before, but you want to breathe in. Feel the shoulder blades expand. Feel you expand away from the ball. And then as you breathe out, Really give yourself a gentle hug. Let all the air come out of the chest, out of the lungs. Inhale. Feel yourself blow away from the wall and exhale. Feel yourself melt back. Enjoy your breath. Take the hands to here now and reach the hands forward to send your lower back into the ball a little bit, and then feel that you could draw your shoulder blades softly around the ball. Just going to do 2 more like that. Don't go for a big stretch. We're teasing today, so if you're in some kind of discomfort in your spine, you've got a lot of fixed holding muscles right now. Interlink the finger and place them behind the head. So you've got to really come at a place where you're just teasing and inviting movement out of your body, not forcing, not searching for anything, just accepting, listening in quietly. So I'm going to take my elbows wide. Know that right now, less is more. So I'm training with Polestar, one of their mentors and their educating mentors, and Brent Anderson, amazing. Have a look him up on the web. He's an amazing leader, amazing physio, and he always talks about less is more. Can we allow our nervous system to reset by giving it the correct feedback rather than us tightening, squeezing, holding, trying to force our body into something that it's not ready or it's not ready to go? Your nervous system is far more clever than you are. You've got to give it the right feedback and it will just quietly and gently reset and you will come out of pain. So I'm inhaling as my elbows reach wide and I'm exhaling as they come here. If the breathing's too much to start with, just do the movement and check that you're breathing and breathing out. As you're moving your arms, you're going to keep your hands there, you're going to keep doing that. I want you to be aware that the rib cage is not coming and you're not moving the spine, so you keep your spine still. So your movement might be here right now. You might not be able to access the wide elbows without sticking the rib cage out. So whatever it is for you right now. Now stay with your elbows in your peripheral vision and notice that support of the ball. So I'm just going to lift my heart a little and then look down and let my shoulder blades expand back into the ball. So it's like you feel the ball supporting and just moving up and down the back. Again, don't search for a stretch, don't search. What you want to really be aware of is that you're promoting length all the time. So you're not trying to come down, you're trying to maintain length as you just feel your rib cage roll up and down the ball. Don't do the shape. Let the feedback I've given you and the guidance I've given you create and tease a little bit out of the spine. And you're keeping it small, micro movements. Eyes are following. Stay there, cross the hands. You're going to look over the shoulder right now. So if you haven't got one of our balls, you're just going to be up against a wall and you can put like a really squidgy cushion behind your back or up against your chair and just use that for a little bit of feedback. Now I only want you to rotate slightly, so one collarbone moving back and one collarbone moving forward, and you'll notice the ball move behind you. Breathing in and breathing out. Jaw is relaxed, eyes are going with you. Again, just in your thoracic, in your upper back, just teasing movement out, and it gives you an opportunity to kind of notice, the ball gives you the feedback to notice how that feels into the spine. So from there, place one hand behind the head and one hand down by the side. Let the elbow bend and just open and fan out the rib cage at that side. You're going to breathe in and breathe out, and then you can push yourself back up to center. And again, you're going to come up tall. Feel that your tailbone reaches down into the floor. Your sit bones stay wide and spreading, so you're up on your sit bones. And then you're just going to look up towards your cheekbone. And then look back to center and come all the way up. You're going to go the other side. So hand down, hand behind your head. Relax the shoulder. If that's too much, if you've got tight shoulders, just pop the hand across the chest for now. They're soon going to loosen up with our programs. So you're going to turn. It's like you're tucking this shoulder blade. Shoulder blade is the bony bit at the back of the body. It's like you're tucking it underneath. One arm supporting, one arm reaching up to the ceiling, and you're just coming around, quite different from either side. And really fanning out, opening out the rib cage here. And this is where you're going to breathe. Send your breath laterally into that rib cage, jaw relax, and then you come back. And these exercises can be repeated throughout the day. Go up and around, don't sink down. You've got to use what you can to support your spine, the ball, the hand, the sit bones, the pelvis growing roots, so you maintain space. And then you're just going to look up. Notice the ball move with support. Keep on it. And look back. And then come back to center. Nice job. Take the ball away and just give yourself a bit of a wriggle. So I'm going to lay down now and I'm going to have the ball. So this is definitely where you're going to take out a lot more air out of your ball. Just push the stopper out from the bottom and you can pull and remove and take air out. I'm going to keep this inflated for now just so you can see the ball and where it is. So I'm going to have a head resting, and then if it is doable, you're going to place the ball underneath the back of the pelvis. So it's not in my lumbar, it's not in my lower back. And then can you see, it's kind of brought my chin to my chest now. So I have to really organise and have my face directly up to the ceiling and my bottom resting on this lovely ball. Hands on your hip bones. You're going to roll the hip bones towards you and roll the hip bones away. And again, just sink into the ball. Breathe. As you do that, feel that lovely movement go all the way up through the spine. So here's the thing for breathing. So as the tailbone comes towards you and you glance down, you breathe out. As the tailbone goes away, you breathe in. Tailbone towards you, breathe out. Tailbone away, breathe in. I want you to not squeeze, not tuck, not tighten. Be as relaxed as you can as you do this. We're trying to get the pelvis to move freely around the legs to bring this gorgeous kind of movement up through the spine. Resting to center, let one hip come up and one hip drop back and then come to center. Other hip comes up, other hip comes back. You see how my ball rolls underneath me a little bit? Kind of push it that way with this pelvic half, and then I can send it towards camera with my back pelvic half. And my knees are not swaying with my spine, they're staying center, and what they do is they reach forward, they piston forward. And again, once you've got it, I'm doing it quite big today just so you can see what I'm doing. I want you to really be about decelerating the hip coming up. So it's a lot smaller movement. We're not going for big movements, we're going for small, subtle movements to tease balance and movement from the spine. Rest into center, hands into the rib cage. Notice whether it's winging out. Could you soften the rib cage in? If it's still like this and your head's here, you need more head rest to help the rib cage drop back, yeah? And then keeping my hands on my rib cage for guidance. I'm going to keep from tailbone to top of the spine still. Natural curves are there. I'm going to feel light in one foot, firm in the other, and slide the leg away to to open the hip around the ball without lifting up. So wherever you get to, and then slide back in. I stand into this foot like I'm kind of imprinting my foot into sand. Pelvis stays level. Lots of detail in this, but you're going to practice this over the next few days. Reach out and then slide in. Ooh, stiffer on that hip today. And then I'm going to go from side to side, trying to keep the ball level. You feel whether you've tucked or extended or gone off one, keeping the ball level, the air in the ball is level as I reach and slide my legs away. Breathing out and breathing in. So this is the beginning of some of the strengthening of your spine. Face up to the ceiling. So check in, really acknowledge how long your spine is. It starts with the neck behind the ears and it goes all the way down to the tailbone at the end. So can I keep the tailbone reaching long and down my mat? Keep the curves of my spine. I'm not imprinting or tucking. I'm keeping the natural curves of my spine stable, still, as I move my legs. This is my first place. Can I practice it? Feedback from the ball or your towel, foot firmly on the ground, or your cushion underneath the pelvis. The ball's good because it kind of gives you that extra challenge of stability. And they're only $6.99, so it's a good price point. So from there, arms come up. Same again, can I keep my tailbone and my spine, my rib cage in as I take my arms back now and then bring them back up. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take them all the way to the floor. I'm only taking them as far as my shoulders stay down away from my ears and my elbows stay straight. And can I keep my rib cage still, my spine still, as I move my arms backwards and forwards. So with this, I want you to inhale laterally into your rib cage as your arms go back, and exhale as the arms come up. One more there. Inhale laterally. So nodding to the belly, into the sides of the rib cage, and bring them up and rest them down. Take the ball away from the pelvis and just notice, feels amazing, how much you sink into that there. Wonderful. Bring yourself onto your side. Carefully bring yourself up. Don't forget you can use this on your bed. Do the lying down exercises on the sofa, on the bed. You don't need to be able to get down on the floor. Or the first part seated in a chair or on the sofa, or if you've got kind of the back bit for support for your back in bed with your legs up and a cushion under your knees. So just get really supported and comfortable, and then do your gentle mobility of the spine. Start with this. Do know that the body heals. Yeah, absolutely small teasing movements. Do this exercise in the morning, do this class at night time, and you can stop halfway if you need to build it up, and keep going with this for a whole week before you try the next one in the series. Thank you so much for joining me in our back care class. I look forward to taking you on this journey to healing, strength, and to moving like never before. Take care, have a wonderful day.